My team asked me for a Christmas meal that's complete in 5 hours, and this is what I gave to them. Crispy shepherd's pie platter, burrata salad with burnt oranges, Asian sticky rice stuffing, centerpiece of roasted pork belly, and of course, eggnog bread and butter pudding. Woo! Our centerpiece, cinnamon and 5-spice roasted pork belly. I love this dish because the flavors remind me of local dishes that I like, but it's also got this Christmassy touch to it. Think about this dish as a Christmas char siu. Look at this lovely pork. I see a fair amount of marbling here. I've got a good amount of meat and fat. We're gonna coat this pork belly in the marinade and then we're gonna roast it off and get it nice and brown. Eggnog bread and butter pudding. The first thing we're going to do is we take our baking dish and we're going to butter this very lightly with a paper towel. A pudding is basically a custard that has flown in between pieces of bread. We're using brioche. You can also use things like panettone. Now that I've got my bread inside my tray, I'm going to find spaces in between, stuff some cranberries in there, and then I'm going to make my custard, pour all of that in, bang it into the oven. I conveniently forgot to butter my bread. And this is a crucial step because it helps with the browning. I'm going to use my bread knife and spread my butter over. Christmas is a cold season, right? Snowing. Singapore, not very... Does it look like it's snowing outside? It is not. But it's okay, it's still seasonal. We're still looking for warming spices. Because I'm calling this an eggnog pudding, eggnog is typically alcoholic. When making a bread and butter pudding, you can leave the rum out, but I want some of that kick. Using a ladle, I am now going to pour my egg mixture. If you pour it in too fast, right, basically the bread floats on top, and then you'll lose your nice arrangement. We're going to put this into an oven, 170 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. Whilst dessert's in the oven, we are going to make our Asian sticky rice stuffing. I've already soaked my glutinous rice and my dried shiitake mushrooms overnight. I've reserved the liquid from the dried mushrooms because I'm going to use that in one of the cooking steps. I've got some of my ingredients sauteed already. Now I'm going to cook off my rice in a little bit of butter, and then I add my dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, and all those nice flavors to get the rice nice and caramelized. So my next step in this process is deglazing the pan. Deglazing is actually a process that's very simple. You add liquid to a pan where things are cooking to try and release some of those nice brown flavors. In the chestnuts go, stir, 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 and our rice is ready to get steamed. We have our carbs out of the way. Christmas dinner part 3, we're going into our shepherd's pie crispy platter. We are actually trying to brown the meat. Don't be afraid to let it take time. Cook off all the liquid. Then it will look like it's simmering and it's a little bit grey. Just let it go so you can keep browning the meat. Worcester sauce is a classic shepherd's pie flavour. Marmite is not classic, but it really adds to the beefiness of your shepherd's pie mix. And I love all that flavour that I'm going to get. Colorful, and straight away you can see everything coming together. This is going to go into our baking dish, and then now we're going to work on our potatoes. So I've got some russet potatoes here. Very important, use russet potatoes and not your waxy stewing potatoes. We're going to cling film this and chuck them into the microwave oven for 9 to 12 minutes until they are fully cooked through. You can always add truffle oil as well if you don't have truffle paste. That also adds some of that nice truffle flavor. I've got 2 types of cheese here, Parmesan cheese and mozzarella. Parmesan for that salty kick, mozzarella for that nice stretchy pull. Now it's time to put this in the oven and get it golden brown. Pork has been marinating for a couple of hours. I'm going to remove it from the marinade now and place it onto a lined tray. We're going to roast off this tray of pork belly strips. I'm going to reserve the marinade here and use that as a base every 10 minutes. You can base it on, roast, and then take that out and then serve it. Whilst my pork is in the oven, I'm going to prepare my final dish. This is a burnt orange, cranberry and burrata salad, full of Christmassy flavors. So what we're going to do now is supreme these oranges. What that means is remove the skin, remove the pith. I'm going to torch these to caramelize them slightly. I'm looking for color and caramelization. I'm going to develop a little bit of a burnt edge on the outside so that the flavor changes, and this is going to add an edge to my salad. Now we're going to make our dressing by whisking all these items together. Because I'm using a thick balsamic syrup today, it's going to be really easy to incorporate everything together with my Dijon mustard and my maple syrup. I'm looking for a bit of acidity, some sweetness, and very, very quickly you can see how this is coming together nice and glossy. Nice thick vinaigrette ready to coat our salad leaves, and it's time to assemble our salad. Hit of salt and pepper. So what happens if you don't have a burrata? These are quite common to find online right now. This is the large 300-gram portion. But you can also use balls of fresh mozzarella as well, and these can be found in most supermarkets. Now that I've completed my salad, it's time to finish plating the rest of the dishes. Let's eat, everybody. Come on, come and eat. Merry Christmas. Okay.
Is this burrata?
Yes, burrata. Cooking for Christmas is all about cooking for people that you care about. I hope everyone who cooks also brings enjoyment this Merry Christmas.
Exactly. Period. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Come on, Merry. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas! Oh, 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 oh!